That's a genius name. I mean, your last name is Duty. Duty's Daggers makes perfect sense.
All right, here we are. Welcome back to the channel, dudes. You're watching Duty's Daggers. We have an unboxing, a very, very exciting one today. I know I always say that, but man, this one in particular, really stoked. Um, Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, duties_daggers also. This has been a knife I've wanted for quite a while. Again, I say that a lot. You know, there's a lot of knives I want and have wanted for quite a while. What can I say? This one, though, is pretty hard to get. They are dropped occasionally and always sell out because it's a very unique one. Very, very unique one. Um, it's a kind of knife that I have never handled or have in the collection. So this is going to be really, really fun. So here we go. Let's open this bad boy up. All right, peanuts. Get you out of here. Kevin. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for your order. We hope we met your expectations. Happy New Year. What do you get when you combine a snowman with a dog? Frostbite. Oh, man. That's really cool. I've never ordered from these guys before. It's from NC Blade. And so far, I mean, they're giving me candy, a handwritten note. So far, I'm really, really happy with them. Yeah, that's really cool. There's a sticker too. NC Blade. Their shipping was fast. I would recommend you buying from them. So, here's the old Boxeroonie, and it's a Riot. So, I have never owned a Riot design before. I own a few knives made by Riot, but not an in-house Riot design. My Chavez Scapegoat is made by Riot. My Sharp by Design Apex is made by Riot. And probably a few others that I am forgetting, but just by looking at those two, you can tell that they do very, very good work. I would say by a pretty large margin, the best overseas manufacturer of knives in the game, at least one that does, kind of OEM work for designs coming from the States. Absolutely the best. So, very nice box. We have magnets. It's always a nice little touch. And here we go. You might be able to already guess what it is by seeing this. Yes, it does come with its own leather slip. We got a cleaning cloth, a Riot sticker, a little bag, some hardware. And here she is, baby. Oh, crap, dude. Oh, yeah. I knew it was going to be big, but this is a bit bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, man. I am so excited. So this is the Riot XO. And it's a gravity knife. Something very, very unique. Something I have never handled. So let's look at this thing. Full titanium construction with a micarta inlay. The inlay work is done very well. Looks like it's not coming up in anywhere. It's good quality micarta too. We have a pivot back here because how you open it is you slide this up and let the blade out. In here it says exoskeleton design, and it's got a serial number and a date. So that's very cool. We got the Riot logo right there. And then nothing on that side. So, I've never done this before, but how you open the knife is you basically just slide it out like that. Oh, that's awesome. Uh, so I got the double-edged version. It's kind of like a bayonet grind, sort of. Double-edged. That's another first for me. I've never owned a double-edged knife before. Um, this knife is illegal for me to carry, I think, in California, I believe. But this honestly isn't something that's really practical to carry as an EDC, anyways. To me, this is a little bit more of like a novelty, sort of just really cool object to own. Um, oh, that's so fun. But I mean, it's absolutely a functional blade. I mean, this is a CPM 3V blade. It's sharpened extremely well, very, very well on both sides. Wow. Let's check out the edge bevels a little bit closer, see how they did. Yeah, pretty darn even edge bevels on both sides. I'm going to look a little bit closer here. Yeah, they did a very good job on these grinds. Looks like we have satin flat and then stonewash bevels, which I like. I think that's a good look. Ooh, yeah, this thing gets thin at the edge too. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a Microtech kind of grind. You know, it's a flat grind, but it's very steep down to a pretty thin edge. The blade stock's a little thinner than Microtech usually uses, though, so this should slice even better than a Microtech. God, that's so fun. That is so fun. I'm trying to. My mic's kind of in the way. Hang on, let me readjust this. I'm trying to do this without hitting the mic stand. Yeah, it's going to be easier to do when I'm not under a camera. But you can see, you know, to deploy the knife, you pull this back, kind of like pinch it here, and then use these fingers back here to kind of grab onto this part of the frame, and then pull that back and just let gravity slide it out. There's this little, these two tabs on either side that are connected to the tang here, and that's what is riding on the track. In the closed position, it falls into this slot here. So this whole moving section of the frame is basically the lock of the knife. When it closes around those tabs, it's locked shut. And then in the open position, it closes around that tab and locks it open. It's a little rattly if you're not grabbing it. But I mean, once you grip this thing, the knife, you know, the blade cannot retract. It cannot. So it's safe in that manner. You know, you're gripping it. It has to come apart this way for it to go back in. So if you're gripping it, absolutely no way it can retract. So it really is a pretty safe knife once it is deployed. That's so fun, dude. Holy crap. Oh. This is just a really cool thing to have in the collection, man. I really like this kind of crosshatch jimping we have up here. Really like that. Hits right on your thumb. And there's some regular style jimping, kind of wide jimping down here, where this finger lands, and your pinky finger back here. Let's see, if I grip it, is there blade play? Yeah, there's a little bit. But that's to be expected. I mean, you know, this is unlike any other knife, so you can't really, you know, judge it off of other knives. You know what I mean? You kind of have to just judge it as its own thing. Very tight, you know, it seems like pretty tight tolerances all around. You know, if you look back here, there's no gaps between these pieces of titanium. Right here, this is very smooth. These seams right in here, very nice. This is just a pretty impressive thing to even, you know, just to look at. Let's try it in the slip. This is how I would carry it if I were going to carry it. From what I understand, when this was first released, they were selling a Kydex sheath that came with it. And it was one of those ones where you kind of snap it into the Kydex, and it was only in there like this much, and it had a belt clip on it. It was kind of dumb, you know. I really don't think anyone is going to carry this thing on their belt like that, sticking out that much out of the Kydex sheath. But this is much more practical. This is something that I wouldn't put this on my belt. I would just stick this whole thing in my pocket, and so that's doable. The sheath is going to keep that clasp from opening and the blade deploying, so there's no way it can come out while it's in here. This is a good quality leather sheath as well. This definitely feels like good quality leather, which is great. It does have a belt loop if you want to do that. But, I mean, yeah, this is something that I would just stick in my pocket. Absolutely. Man, yeah. I'm really excited about this, man. Really cool thing to have. Yeah, I can't wait to show my friends and family this thing, you know? Wonder what happens if you tighten down that pivot. Let me try to give it a little turn here, just to see. Oh, it's already pretty tight where it's at. Yeah. I felt this kind of side to side motion, just very slight, but it's there. I was wondering if I tighten that up, if that would go away. I think that's just kind of the nature of the knife. It's just going to kind of be how it is. This is so badass. Oh, I'm so happy I finally got one. They just did a drop on DLT, I think it was, with bronze titanium, which looked really cool. Nate, I'm sure you're probably watching. He's a channel member and a good buddy. He picked up the bronze titanium one himself. So yeah, very, very cool. All right, well, that's the Riot Exo. It was about $280, which I think is a pretty darn good price for a full titanium Riot made knife. That's cheaper than my other Riot made knives. The Chavez Scapegoat I think is like $325. The Apex is I think $375. So I think 280 is a really, really good price for this knife. I mean, that's actually kind of crazy. Still, it's expensive. Just so cool, though. All right. So actually, we do have another package to open here. This next one was sent to me by another channel member, Dr. Drew Dude. He said he was sending me a knife to check out. So let's see what he sent. Set that right there. Let's see what we got. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. Feel free to disassemble and reassemble. I threw in a Spyderco Tenacious scale to keep if you can find a use for it. Oh, that's cool. I decided to include my McBee in case you hadn't checked it out before. Ooh, very cool. I fifth pocket it every day so the finish has worn. I put a Lynch Northwest bronze clip and bead on it. Thanks for checking this stuff out, dude. Andrew. That's very cool. I have never checked out a McBee before. That is super exciting. Hell yeah. Let's see what we got. Alright, there's a box there. Ooh, wow. That is a really cool Tenacious scale. Wow. I really like that. I'm going to have to buy another Tenacious. I actually just... I just bought my buddy a Tenacious. He was just getting into knives, and I thought the Tenacious would be a good entry knife for him. Maybe I'll give this to him. I think he would be really, really happy with this. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. He's going to be stoked. That is really cool, man. Thank you. And then there's the McBee. And is that it? Yeah, I think so. Man, I almost ordered a McBee pretty recently. I saw one available somewhere, and I think it's just a really cool little guy. So here it is. If you're not familiar with the McBee, it's a tiny little Spyderco, very small. Here it is next to another small Spyderco, the Roadie. It's even shorter than the Roadie, a bit fatter though. Um, oh, that's so cool, man. Oh man, that is so cool. So it's basically just like a little pocket razor blade with a handle, but way, way cooler. Um, Man, how they do that whatever you call it, dimpling on the pivot is really, really awesome. It's also on the lock bar kind of cutout right there too. That is so cool. It's a McNeese design. You might be familiar with the McNeese Mac knives. Same guy. Um, I wonder what kind of clip came with this originally. This is a Lynch clip. Looks good on it. It's a frame lock. Perfectly centered. Really like the kind of reflective stonewashing on this blade. That looks really, really nice. Is that similar to the 15V Manix stonewash, I wonder? Let's see real quick. Because this is another pretty rare Spyderco stonewash as well. The McBee looks a little more reflective. Yeah, it is. The McBee looks better for sure, the stonewashing. Titanium scales, obviously. This is very cool. Yeah, I want one even more now. Can I even... Yeah, you can't flick it. It's just too small. It almost looks like you can front flip it. Maybe if there was jimping right here, you could, possibly. But this is a slow roller. Oh, that's so cool, man. Thanks for letting me check this out. This is something you hold, put your pointer finger right up here, pinch grip, and just do all kinds of awesome detail work. This is really cool. All right, I definitely need one now. All right, let's see what else is in this other box. Okay, yeah, this is the SOG. I forget which one exactly it is. This is interesting. So we have a wood scale, flipper tab and thumb studs, and there's a lock, something going on back here. I'm not sure. Let's flip it. Okay, there's no liner lock, so this must be... Okay. Is it an assisted back lock? I think it is. That is weird. Okay, so this is a safety for the back lock. That is very, very odd. Huh. What a trip. It flips pretty well with the assist. Oh, it's called the Twitch 2. There we go. It says right there. I'm not sure what the blade steel is. I don't see it written anywhere. This is a pretty unique little knife. I kind of like it. Yeah, definitely pops out very well. That's pretty fun to thumb flick, actually. What else is going on in here? Oh, I see. So this is the basically the backlock bar, and it's not a solid piece. It's kind of like a bent over piece. You can see when I push down the backlock, this pops up. So it's just a regular backlock, but it just looks kind of cool. Slide that up, and you can't. Does that lock it out this way too? Oh, it does. Okay. So with that lockdown, you can't deploy the knife at all. That's probably good because it seems like it would be pretty easy to hit that flipper tab and have it deploy in your pocket or something, possibly. Very interesting knife. Not a huge fan of the pocket clip, but I'm sure it works really well. Huh. Very interesting. Man, I love this little McBee so much. Um, I'm definitely going to try to get one of these next time they become available. I really am going to try to do that. Not sure how much they go for. Definitely over $100. Probably somewhere around 200 if I were to guess. Um, really cool. Andrew, Dr. Drew Dude, thank you so much for sending me these to check out, man. Yeah, very cool stuff. So let's get out the EXO. Oh, that's so fun. All right, very fun unboxing today. Stay tuned for full reviews of these guys coming up. Thanks to NC Blades for sending this EXO. Thanks to Dr. Drew Dude for sending these goodies. Dr. Drew Dude is a channel member, and you should consider becoming one as well. At the lowest tier, channel members get a members-only exclusive video, one per week. Still need to film that one for this week. Probably do it tomorrow. As you go up in tiers, there's more perks. There's a channel members only live stream, and there's also a channel members only Discord server for when you want to sell a knife or just chat. Different perks and different rewards. So think about becoming a member. The lowest tier I think is like $3 a month, I think. So really not that much. Helps out the channel. I would really appreciate it, and it would be cool to see you hang out on the channels only or channel members only stuff. So thanks for watching, folks. I love y'all. Peace and love.